So today we're going to be looking at multiplying and dividing fractions. Your learning objective is I can multiply and divide fractions by integers and other fractions. Before we start the main learning, I just would like to point out, and this is essential for the video, that integers can be converted into fractions. For example, 1 is 1 over 1, 2 is 2 over 1, 3 is equal to 3 over 1, and 4 is equal to 4 over 1. As, for example, 4 divided by 1 is equal to 4. So this is why. So to start off with, we're going to be looking at multiplying fractions. When you multiply fractions, it doesn't matter if the denominators are the same or different. You still multiply them. You multiply the numerators together, 1 times 1 is 1, and then you multiply the denominators together, 2 times 4 is 8. So now it's your turn. I'd like you to have a go at multiplying 1/4 by 1/6. Multiply the numerators together and then multiply the denominators together. So pause the video now and have a go. So welcome back. 1 times 1 is 1, 4 times 6 is 24. So 1/4 times 1/6 is equal to 1/24. I would also like to point out that times means of in maths, so you would read this as 1/4 of 1/6 is equal to 1/24. So now I would like you to multiply a fraction by an integer. Remember how we convert an integer into a fraction, as I showed you earlier? One half multiplied by 2. So pause the video now and have a go. So welcome back to the video. 1/2 times 2 is just the same as saying 1/2 multiplied by 2 over 1, as 2 over 1 is equal to 2. As before, we would just multiply the numerators together and then the denominators together. The numerators are 1 and 2. 1 times 2 is equal to 2. The denominators are 2 and 1. 2 times 1 is also equal to 2. You also know that 2 over 2, or 2 divided by 2, is equal to 1. And this logic works out as 1/2 of 2 would be equal to 1. So well done. So go and have a brain break now. So I hope you're feeling refreshed after that. I'd like you to have a go at 4/6 multiplied by 1/8. So pause the video now and have a go. So as before, we will multiply the numerators. 4 times 1 is equal to 4, and we will multiply the denominators. 6 times 8 is equal to, and therefore 4/6 of 1/8 is equal to 4/48. We can divide both of these by 2 to get 2/24, and again by 2 to get 1/12. So the simplified fraction is equal to 1/12. So well done. The mark scheme will accept 4/48 as an answer. It will also accept equivalent fractions or the exact decimal equivalent, such as 0.083 recurring, and any unambiguous indication of the recurring digits. Now I'd like you to have a go at this question. 1/2 times 5/6 is greater than the value of 1/3 times 7/8. Explain how you know. So pause the video now and have a go. So to start off with, we need to find out what fraction is 1/2 times 5/6. So we multiply the numerators, 1 times 5 is equal to 5, and then we multiply the denominators, 2 times 6 is equal to 12. Now we need to find out what fraction 1/3 of 7/8 is. So we're going to do 1/3 multiplied by 7/8, multiply the numerators, 1 times 7 is equal to 7, and the denominators, 3 times 8 is equal to 24. You don't need to put the jump and the time symbol, I'm just doing that to illustrate what I did. Now we need to make 5/12 a comparable fraction to the 7/24 by making the denominator into 24. I know that 2 times 12 is 24, and therefore I need to multiply 5/12 by 2/2. 5 times 2 is 10, and 12 times 2 is 24. I can see that 10/24 are greater than 7/24, which proves that 1/2 of 5/6 is greater than the value of 1/3 times 7/8. So now we're going to do this one together. We're moving on to division now. 7/10 divided by 2. So you remember at the beginning of the video when I taught you that integers can just be converted into fractions by putting them over 1. So 7/10 divided by 2 is the same as saying 7/10 divided by 2 over 1. When you divide by a fraction, you can also times by the fraction the other way round. So 7/10 divided by 2 over 1 is the same as 7/10 multiplied by 1 over 2, which is 1/2. So to divide by a fraction, we just multiply by the fraction, which is flipped the other way around. And then we just do the multiplication as before. We multiply the numerators, 7 times 1, which is 7. And we multiply the denominators, 10 times 2, which is 20. So 7/10 divided by 2 is equal to 7/20. So now it's your turn. I'd like you to have a go at 1/2 divided by 3. As before, we know that 1/2 divided by 3 is the same as 1/2 divided by 3 over 1. We're going to invert that fraction so that we can multiply. We're going to do 1/2 multiplied by 1/3. We're going to do our multiplication in the normal way. The numerator times the numerator, 1 times 1 is equal to 1, and the denominator times the denominator, 2 times 3 is equal to 6. And therefore, 1/2 divided by 3 is equal to 1/6.